Hi guys, it's Kai here and welcome back to my channel. And first of all, I hope you have snacks because this video is a little long compared to my usual speed builds, but that's because this house is, first of all, pretty big, and second of all, I wanted it to be perfect because this, round of applause please for me, is the house that I'm going to be using for my Seasons LP. It's like going to be, well, I hope it's going to be like a mini LP. I don't know how mini it's going to be. According to Twitter, mini means like 6 to 8 episodes, but I already have like maybe 10 planned, so I'm calling it mini for now, but I don't think it's actually going to be a mini LP. It's probably going to be a full-on LP, and I promise I'm actually going to finish this one. I have a bad habit of not finishing LPs, but I promise you I'm going to finish this one because I have already planned it. I have most of it planned. I'm going to leave some of it not planned. This is information that you don't need to know, but I'm just letting you know how excited I am. And oh my gosh, there's so much. So first of all, like I said, this is the house I'm going to be using for Seasons. It is a family that has a mom and a dad and 2 kids. Right now they're twins, they're toddler twins, but I think I might change that based off of some stuff I saw on the Seasons live stream that The Sims did on the 15th, because kids and I think teens can be like Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, or Scouts, whatever the heck you want to call them. Scouts, we'll stay gender neutral, and they can get like badges and stuff, and I'm afraid that if I try to keep this as a mini LP that my kids won't be able to fully explore the badge system. But I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments what you think, if they should stay toddler twins or if one should be older and one younger, or maybe both older, just skip toddlers altogether. But then again, I wanted toddlers because of the new like little kiddie pool that was made. I actually saw someone say it was specifically made for toddlers, so that's kind of why I wanted to do it, although Sims of all ages can use it. So it's not like we wouldn't be able to use it, we just wouldn't see toddlers in it. But I don't know. You guys tell me. But anyway, maybe we should actually talk about the house that I'm building. I wanted something that was more on the traditional kind of, I almost said traditional twice, traditional on the traditional side. Sorry if you hear dogs in the background. I don't feel like waiting for them to stop barking for me to continue this, so they can just continue barking and I hope you ignore it. But what was I saying? Oh, I wanted this house to be more on the traditional side of things, but I also wow, I can't speak. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I also kind of wanted it to be a little beachy because I knew I wanted to put it in Brindleton Bay, just because I have a feeling that Brindleton Bay is going to look gorgeous with Seasons in it. Not that I have anything against the other worlds. I love Brindleton Bay. It's one of my favorite worlds. I love that it's got this kind of coastal feel to it, but also kind of suburban type situation going on. So I don't know, this is where it's going to be. We're in Brindleton Bay, right there on the water, because I've seen some cool screenshots of how the water like freezes and whatnot. I don't know if Brindleton Bay will freeze. I said Brindleton Bay like 4 million times in the past 10 seconds, but that's okay. I don't know how the water is going to freeze in the area behind our lot, but I'm very curious about it. And oh my gosh, there's just so many things running through my head right now about Seasons, and I'm so excited and I can't wait. And I know that you guys are pumped, probably just as pumped as I am. There's things like the calendar that I'm super excited for and super curious about as well. And all of the build buy items also look phenomenal, like just straight up phenomenal. I don't really have any other words for that. I saw just recently, like literally 2 minutes ago, someone tweeted something about like an industrial bathroom, and I'm like, girl, please, what? Yes, because industrial style is by far my favorite. We may not use it in like this house, but I know that I'm going to be using it at some point. Anything that is industrial is literally right up my alley. I'm so excited for it. Like, just so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. I feel like there were so many things that I wanted to say, and now all of a sudden that I'm recording, I can't remember a single thing. And most people have probably muted me at this point anyway. But yeah, so this video is gonna be very long, and I'm not gonna talk through the whole thing, but I'm gonna kind of, oh, that's right, I was gonna talk about the house actually at this point. I kind of started talking about it and then got sidetracked. My bad. We have a beachy, suburban, traditional house, and I am obsessed with blue siding, so that's what we did. I was tempted to do black siding, but I thought that maybe would be a little too out there. Maybe I'll do another build after it comes out, but we'll see. But I also plan on changing this house after Seasons actually comes out, and the first part of my LP is going to be redecorating this house basically after I see what kind of build buy items that we're working with, because I mostly finished this house. I definitely completely decorated like the kitchen and dining room because I know there's no, or I say I know, but I'm fairly certain there's no new kitchen stuff because in the trailers I haven't seen any. So I definitely completely did the kitchen. I pretty much completely did the bedrooms. Toddler bedrooms I don't really like decorating, so I didn't really decorate them too much. I left this this part that I'm doing here is kind of going to be like the greenhouse type thing because I really want to explore the, what do you call it? Like the floral arranging station? I don't know what they're calling it, but that thing, you know, where you make plants in pots. And the botanist career, so I have this plan for either the wife or the father, I don't know why I said it like that, the husband or the wife to be the floral person. I don't know which one yet. I think I'll decide that later. But that's gonna be kind of like their work area is back there, and I know there's a bunch of new plant related decorations as well that I plan on putting back there. So I'm really excited about that. So I did leave that open. I just put like 2 things in there because it felt weird not putting anything in there, but I decided to put, you know, just a few things in there as placeholders, basically. I don't know if they're going to stay or not, but like I said, I'm going to be redoing most of this. Not most of this. I'd say 40% of it, maybe, because the kitchen is definitely probably going to stay as is. The living room, I also didn't decorate, like, at all. I put a couch and the fireplace in there, and that's it. But that's because, again, in the trailers that I've seen, I know that there's new couches and new, what are those called? Coffee tables. And I plan on using those, so I really want to use those. What else did I leave? Definitely decorated the dining room. There's a study that I completely decorated. Oh, there's a bonus room for the kids I completely decorated. And there's this whole side thing, and the plan I was using, it was a garage. I never knew what to do with garages when I turned them into Sims builds because I don't like doing fake garages and putting like the fake cars that are sized up in there because to me that's just stupid. I don't like making builds that aren't functional, so I don't know what to do with those spaces yet, and I think as we play along maybe I'll figure out what to do with them. I don't know. I'm really unsure what to do with it. There's also another room behind the garage that's like the bonus room that, again, didn't really know what to do with it, so it's just kind of hanging out. Maybe it can be like a, I don't know, in-law suite. I don't know. These Sims don't have in-laws. Maybe we'll make some up. I don't know. Like I said, there was a lot of spaces that were kind of left a little awkward, and that's usually my struggle when I was looking directly at like a floor plan that I found on the internet, and I was translating it right into the Sims, and I was just like, you know what? We're doing it because I like this house so much, and I don't care if there's empty spaces. So you'll see that I left them 100% just not done. I don't even know if I put wallpaper and flooring in there. Probably not, but that's okay. Oh, there's another thing that I also, ooh, sorry, I hit the mic. There's another thing I also didn't really decorate, and that was the outside. So I did a little bit, just because it felt weird leaving it like naked, but I didn't want to completely fill it in because, again, you know, it being seasons, I figured there would be a good bit of new outdoor equipment, I guess we can call it, new outdoor equipment. So I didn't want to use up all the space I had, so I just I put in a pool and like a little, you know, seating area doodad, and that's about it for now. I do plan on expanding it, and probably throughout the LP we'll redecorate, you know, at least maybe once, just to see what else we can cram in there. And also that was another reason why I picked this lot, because I knew the house was going to be a good size, but I didn't want it to take up the entire lot, because I want to make use of all the flat space in the yard, because of, especially winter, you need room to do like the winter things, like make snow angels and the snowmen and whatnot. So I wanted to have space for that. And what else was this gonna say? Oh, that's what I was talking about earlier, thinking about earlier. I didn't say it, but I thought it. When I redo the house, there are new columns and I believe new fences and like new roof trims and whatnot that I most definitely want to use, because when I saw the columns, I literally died of excitement. Like, quite literally, I almost screamed while I was sitting in my office at work because I was so excited. Because the columns are very craftsman in their style, and if anybody knows me, you would know that craftsman is by far my favorite building style ever, and it is 100% something that is lacking in The Sims when it comes to build items. There are a few decorative items that are craftsman inspired, but not super craftsman. But I can't build the houses that I like because I do not have the proper materials to build them with. So I kind of tried to do that with this house a little bit, and especially once I get those columns, I think it'll be more craftsman-esque. But I'm so excited for that they finally included some craftsman materials, build items, but there's still, I think, going to be room for improvement. Like, I really wish that in the eaves of the roofs that there was like decorations that we could like somehow attach in there, like even if it worked the same way as a roof trim, where like, or it was a roof trim where you pulled it on and it just formed to that shape. I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's pretty decorative roof things. That's one thing that if I were to ever meet a sim guru, I would be like, please give me more architectural details, because I live for the little details like that. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I put on one of those like roof vents because I'm obsessed with the kind of realism when it comes to building, and especially considering like my line of work. I'm an interior designer. It's what I do. I spend a lot of time looking at houses and interiors of houses and, not physically helping build, but helping build or plan to build houses. So when I see little things like that, like the gutters or the hose or, the roof vents, that makes me really excited because it looks way more realistic than, your kind of normal build. And that's also how I build too. I don't like building with things that just look good. I want to make sure they function too. And it's probably a little bit of a problem because I spend way too much time trying to make something work and like technically functional for real life versus just functional in The Sims. And that's one of the pet peeves of mine, of like when people do these builds, like a lot of times, the big like castles and whatnot, they are absolutely stunning. Don't get me wrong. They are gorgeous. And I know people spend a long time on them, but they drive me nuts because they're not usable. Sorry, I hate to say it, but they're just not. They're pretty to look at. It's like a work of art. They're pretty to look at, but you don't do anything with it. You can't do anything with it. So it just kind of sits there, But that's not my build style. My build style is definitely medium or small to medium residential lots that function well. I don't want to say function well. They function. That's what we'll say. They function. And also, I've really, really, really enjoyed building this because it's been a long time since I've actually sat down and built a house. I realized, like, a really long time. I know I was doing, or still am going to be doing, the like redoing the Sims 1 houses in Sims 4, and I do enjoy that, but it's not the same as just like coming up with an idea and building it around that idea or family that you come up with. So I thought this was really fun, and I'm excited for seasons to come out. That way I can finish building this, and that way I can freaking play, because, oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god. And we gotta talk about the thermostat. Like, first of all, where am I gonna put the thermostat? Do I need 2 thermostats for each level, or is it just one for the whole house? Like, how does this even work? I didn't get to watch the live stream yet. I just know it happened today, actually, as I'm recording this, even though this is going up a couple days later, but just pretend. I don't know what to do with it. Like, do we even need one? Maybe we just don't have one, but we're gonna have one. Let's be honest, we're gonna have one. I don't know, man. I have so many questions, and so many of them are unanswered right now. I feel like I need to keep a list of all the questions that I come up with, so whenever I do, like, the first couple parts of my LP, I can, like, run through the questions and be like, quick, let's answer them. Like, oh, one of my questions did get answered during the live stream because I saw a screenshot. You can change the days, like the amount of days that seasons last, but I think it's only like 7, 14, and something like that. I don't know. They go in like week increments, 7, 14, and then whatever a full month is, 28, something like that. I don't remember. I have the world's worst memory. So I'm pretty excited about that, because I know in Sims 3, you could get actually really specific with the dates. You could say, you wanted summer to be 1 day long, and winter to be 5 days long, and spring to be 20 days long. You could do that, which I liked, but I think I'm gonna like this way as well. But also, I know they've changed the way the seasons works, because they said before a long time ago that, I keep saying a long time ago, they said before that each world is going to be affected by seasons differently. So I know before, I'm really bad at formulating sentences. I know before in Sims 3 that you could turn on and off seasons as well as changing the amount of days they last. So you could say go to Isla Paradiso and turn on only spring and summer, or only summer. You could turn off winter and fall if you wanted, which made sense because it's like an island. You don't get winter and fall usually on island places. So I'm thinking they kind of pre-planned for that here, and let's say Brindleton Bay gets all 4 seasons normally, but Salvadorada, you know, that world, the one that came with Jungle Adventures, maybe only gets summer, just a rainy summer all the time. I don't know, maybe, but I think that would be cool though. I think that would be perfect because it makes sense. Like, that makes sense to me. So I'm not too concerned with the amount of days that my seasons are. I think 7 days is probably going to be perfectly fine, but at least we do have a little bit of an option to change it. A little bit of an option. I like a few options, but not too many options that it's overwhelming. Have you ever heard of that? Actually, I forget what it's called. There's a word for it where if you have too many options, it's actually bad. Like, it's worse for you than having like no options, because then you're overwhelmed by all your options that you feel like even when you do pick an option, you feel like it's the wrong option just because there's so many options. How many times did I say options in one sentence? I don't know. I'm getting really off topic here, and I applaud you to anybody that has listened this far, because I am just rambling on about nothingness. I didn't say a single word that I was planning on saying, but this is what happens when I don't write things down. I don't know what else was in my mind to talk about for seasons. I really don't. So I'm probably just gonna stop talking. There's still a good 5, 8-ish, more than a couple minutes left. I hope you continue to watch this video and answer any questions that I had down below. Like, if you know the answer to some things, or if you have ideas on what I should do in the LP, or if you just have questions about seasons in general, please put them down below. Because if you have questions and I'm able to answer them in my LP, I think that would be really cool. So, alright, well, I guess I'm going to stop talking now because I have completely run out of things to say. I mean, well, you know, I truly, honestly never run out of things to say, but I don't feel like talking anymore. My mouth is so incredibly dry, and that's probably too much information for you, but I did just work out and literally ran up here and sat down and started recording this, so if I sounded out of breath at any point, probably was because, you know, I'm very out of shape. But yeah, I'm just going to leave this one here. There's only a couple minutes left, and I hope that you watch the rest of it. This house will be available for download on the gallery after I've updated it and after Seasons releases, because, you know, I need Seasons in order to finish it. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this. I hope you like the house, and I hope you're as excited for Seasons and the Seasons LP that I am. But yeah, I keep saying but yeah a lot. Why is that my default? Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, I am going to leave this video here, and as always, leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!